The house stood at the end of the street, abandoned for years. Nobody dared go near it, not since the incident. Ethan had heard the rumors, of course, whispers of shadows moving behind the cracked windows, of screams that echoed through the night. But he wasn't afraid. He was curious. One night, armed with only his phone's flashlight, he crept through the broken gate and stepped inside. The air was thick with dust, and the silence was suffocating. His footsteps creaked against the rotting floorboards as he moved deeper into the house. Then a whisper, faint, almost a breath against his ear. "Leave." He spun around, the beam of his flashlight shaking. Nothing, just peeling wallpaper and empty doorways. He swallowed hard and kept moving. A staircase loomed ahead, leading to the second floor. As he placed his foot on the first step, the whisper returned, closer this time. "Leave now." His heart pounded, but he climbed anyway. The hallway upstairs stretched into darkness, doors on either side, each one slightly open. The air was colder here, stale, unwelcoming. He reached the last door and pushed it open. Inside, the room was empty, except for an old, dust-covered mirror against the far wall. His flashlight flickered as he approached, and then he saw it. Not his reflection. Something else. A figure, tall and twisted, staring back at him from the glass. Its hollow eyes locked onto his, its mouth curling into a grin. Ethan stumbled back, but the reflection didn't move. It stood still, watching, smiling. Then it spoke. "You shouldn't have come." The light in the room vanished. Darkness swallowed him whole. And then the whispering started again. Not from the mirror this time, but from the walls, from the ceiling, from right behind him. Ethan turned sharply, his breath caught in his throat. Shadows slithered along the peeling wallpaper, stretching toward him, whispering in voices that weren't human. He bolted for the door, but it slammed shut on its own. His flashlight died. Total blackness. The whispers turned to laughter. Then a slow, deliberate knock echoed through the room. Once, twice, 3 times. The sound came from inside the mirror. Ethan's trembling fingers reached for his phone, frantically tapping at the screen, but it wouldn't turn on. His heartbeat pounded in his ears as the knocking grew louder, more insistent. And then, the glass shattered. Something cold wrapped around his wrist. He screamed, but no one heard him. By morning, the house was silent again. The mirror, repaired, spotless, stood in its place as if nothing had happened. Except for one thing. Ethan's reflection was gone. And deep within the glass, something else grinned back.